I can only give you my personal experience when it comes to the anger, or in my case, it was absolute rage and it was eating me alive. And it was exhausting. And so was the grief for that matter, the mourning and all of that that went along with the realization that the traumahood I had instead of a childhood could never be undone, and that they were never going to pay for it. Like, my mother is never going to face justice for what she did to me and to other people that I loved. So at some point in time, I had to realize that I couldn't rush the anger, and that in a kind of way, it would be more beneficial to embrace it, because I was finally allowed to feel that anger because I was safe and nobody could hurt me like that anymore. And that gave me a lot of comfort. So sitting in it and knowing that I was safe and that's why I was feeling angry was something that allowed me to kind of go, okay, well, I took the pressure off now. It'll end when it ends. And then the other part of it was me realizing that my holding rage and anger, and I'm not saying I was holding on to it on purpose, we don't do that, but my having those emotions, morning, night, noon, day, sleep, whatever it was that I was doing, I was feeling that pit in my stomach kind of rage, was giving my mother another moment of my life that she would be happy about, because that meant I was unhappy. And at the same time, that she didn't care about, that it wasn't impacting her life, which meant that the only life it was actually impacting was my own. And it was those things, those moments, allowing myself to sit in the anger, and then allowing myself and giving myself permission not to be angry anymore, that helped me to process and let it go and accept the fact that the time that I lost, the childhood that I lost to a traumahood, that's just the way that it was, and that I owed it to myself to live the best life I could, rather than living it in anger and satisfying what my mother set out to do in the first place, which was to ruin my existence.